site, and not why you would originally think to go to the site, but we use it for a little bit of different purposes. It's a site called mhvillage.com. That's mhvillage.com, just like it's spelled in the top left side of this video. And what this is, it's a site for users, kind of like a for sale by owner .com for manufactured homes, where people can put their manufactured homes up for sale and let the whole world know. Now, typically you'd think, well, John, this is an awesome site to find leads. And not so much as investors. We do come back to the site and we do do a hefty amount of marketing to owners who have had their property on this site for longer than a few months, because if they weren't a motivated seller then after a few months of lot rent, then typically they will be a motivated seller, and that's the time that we can call them as investors. But really beforehand, you know, they're looking to sell for top dollar, and that's just not where we're going to be as investors. So what do we use this site for? Well, we use it to find communities that we need to go and gather leads from. If you remember from Module 1's homework, the action homework dictates to find 50 manufactured home leads in parks all around you. Whether you find them online, whether you find them driving through parks, which is the typical way that we find them. We drive for dollars or cruise for cash. And how to find manufactured home parks, you can just Google search them, but a good way to start your search is by going to mhvillage.com. On the left side you're going to see communities. Hit that communities button and then go to find a community. Okay, now if you have a community to input, you can actually put them in right here under edit your community or promote your community. See, mhvillage.com allows owners of communities to put in their community information, so there's going to have a lot of communities on this site. Now you can also just Google search, you know, your city and your county, and then manufactured home communities or mobile home communities, and that's another great way to find great parks to invest in and to start calling on. And we're talking about investing in the homes themselves, not the actual parks. But we want to make sure that a park is up to our qualifications, and we'll talk about that in just a quick minute. So we're at the search page here, search for a community. What can we do? Well, we can type in a zip code, of your zip code. Let's pretend it's one that we all know, 90210, Beverly Hills, California, and hit search. Now, here in Beverly Hills on mhvillage.com, there's more than 17 in Beverly Hills, but there's 17 on this site. You can also see which homes are for sale and which ones aren't. Now, this isn't the most current and updated information, so I really don't even bother, you know, looking which homes are for sale or not. But we can segment these parks into 55 plus and all ages. Now let's talk about the qualifications that we need to have in order to go and look at a park, because we can invest in any single park we want, but why don't we only invest in the ones that are easy to sell? And we're talking about the homes inside of those parks. So the parks themselves, we want to make sure that it's all ages, not a 55 plus, as you can see here. So there's 2 that are 55 plus and 7 that are all ages. There's actually more than 7 that are all ages, but because when whoever inputted this information, this park, into the system here, into mhvillage.com, they didn't notate whether it was all ages or not. So to start our search, let me go back to the qualifications. We want to make sure that it's an all ages park, because those are significantly easier to resell. Owner occupied park, you don't want any renters in that park. You want the owners of the home to live in the home. The park has to be low or average for your area. If the average lot rent's 400, I don't want you investing in a park where the average lot rent's 500, okay? So 400 and below, or just a little bit over, is fine. And then pet friendly. I have pets, I love my pets. When I resell homes, someone you're going to be selling to, they typically want their pet. So 7 manufactured home parks. You can click on any one of these. Let's click on the top one, Sierra Springs Village. All right, and I'm not logged in right now, or else you'd see a photo of the community. But there's the address, 7560 Woodman Place, Van Nuys, California, Los Angeles County. Now, we don't, okay, everything that you've learned right now, we need to find out the phone number to call this community to find out that they're a family community, they're owner occupied, their lot rent is low, and that they allow pets. But I don't want you just looking for the ones in your community. So let's go back to the front page, mhvillage.com. All right, this looks familiar again. Let's go down to the bottom here, and you can see these quick links. All right, the Third quick link down is mobile home parks by city. Well, we just did that, and I want you to look bigger than just your city. Let's target your whole county. So MH, or manufactured housing parks by county. I can't talk today. Let's scroll over to, let's use California as this example. You can use whichever state you're in. Let's hit California, and now you see a detailed list of all the counties in California. Some have 294, almost 300 mobile home parks. Some have 300, some have 60, some have 19. Let's go back to Los Angeles County, which has 417. Okay, 417 parks. All you have to do is find 50 leads. We're going to convert those 50 leads into appointments. And then from those appointments, we're going to craft offers and close anywhere from between 3 and 5 deals from that 50 that you originally had. Okay, so Module 1 homework, go through, find all the parks that qualify for you. Again, the qualifications that we just talked about. Call up those parks, make sure that you know where they are and that they do qualify, that they're owner-occupied, family parks, low lot rent, and that they allow pets. After that, you just have to cruise for cash to find those 50 leads. Once you do that, we're going to call them up together, and we're going to set appointments for you. You know, it's not glamorous in the beginning, but this has to be done. Let's go after the low-hanging fruit. I'm going to show you all the ways, all the cool ways, and the effective ways to have sellers calling you. But for right now, let's go after the easiest of the easy and find out who's already selling their manufactured home. Let's go through all those parks, eventually talk to all those managers. Now, going back to the front page, this is still loading up, but you can see here what my mobile home is worth. I don't recommend as investors that you use this, because this is going to be targeted for sellers of manufactured homes and buyers of manufactured homes, for end users, someone that wants to live there, raise their family, and grow old. But guess what? We're not that person. We want to purchase their home in order to resell it, so I wouldn't advise doing this. We have a formula that we use, and obviously this page isn't going to work, but mhvillage.com, I'm sure you'll have more success with this page than I do. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is what you'll see. Again, we just go down to the bottom, and for Module 1 homework, by your county, pick out the state and then county. From there, find out all the family parks and then go through all those parks, gather your 50 leads. But don't stop here. This is just a good place to start to find parks and find communities. Okay? Again, this is just a jumping off point. Still Google search to find all the parks around you, and don't take mhvillage.com, what they have for sale, you know, as gospel. It's only uploaded and updated as quick as the person who updated it can update it. Okay, so again, this may be old information, but the park info itself, where the park is, the phone number that it may provide, that's what we want to go after. Now go gather those leads. Let's make the appointments and close you some deals.